All right, folks, welcome to another edition, a special edition of Show and Tell What the Hell. And we're filming live at the Terranodon Media Sound Tank Studios in San Marcos, Texas. And I'm joined today with Terranodon staffer Derek and resident Godzilla expert. And today we are going to be unboxing and doing some Godzilla conversations here and talk about. I picked this up today, and I picked up this fella over here today also at Target. And Derek, would you explain to the people at home what we have here?
1962, King Kong vs. Godzilla. Godzilla.
Okay.
From Neca.
Neca, Neca.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to check this out, and we're going to get your opinion on it, Derek, since you are the Godzilla. See, this is how much of a fan Derek is. He's got a keychain here with Godzilla.
Oh, no, my keys are in the frame. God.
It's all right.
Damn it.
Well, you can't copy keys through video, so.
All right. Well, oh well. Guess that's my proof. But this is the inside of it.
Yeah. I like that backdrop there, too. It just, you know, it has the blue-gray skies that I like. I wish they would sell the buildings.
Yeah, they need to. Of course, to get buildings in the same scale as this 6-inch, it's a little hard, but
I could make them.
They could make them. But
that'd be pretty cool because they would go with a lot of the other Godzilla figures that they have. And Neca is Neca has made a number of different. Oh, you know what? This is going to be a good opportunity to get the Imperial Godzilla out too. Put in the video. They've made for other figure lines. They've made a series of dioramas, backgrounds, and things like that. So I don't see why they shouldn't make. Maybe we should make a little petition, make some buildings, finally get some 6-inch scale buildings. And finally, this is stored here at the studio. This is our famous Imperial Godzilla figure from, what is it, 1984 or 85 actually. Oh. Toho. 85. This is one of the smaller 6-inch scale Imperial Godzilla figures, and I did bring out that. You know what? I'm gonna pause this for a second, Derek, because I'm gonna bust out because I have that other one in my car, and we'll do a little Godzilla comparison with this video. You know, I might as well just film this little walkthrough here and go to my car. Here he is, safely in the back. Open the door, Godzilla. All right. I'm actually filming right now. Oops, sorry. That was your guitar. And we'll compare him. Let's open this sucker up here.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna definitely hold on to that box and display it here just because it makes for a good display piece.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What's the inside of the box look like? Well, let's look at the back of the box here while you unravel that. I got these little this tool here that you can kind of.
Alright. Man, it's heavy.
Godzilla there going like, no!
Oh,
Battle of the Century. The motion picture screen beckons you to adventure that thrills... Wait. To adventure that thrills the emotions with shock and terror. Two giant monsters converge on Japan for a colossal collision. But in the final bout, which one will emerge victorious? Brace yourself. It's cataclysmic. It's catastrophic. The titanic, terrifying battle between the mightiest monsters of all time. King Kong... versus Godzilla.
This feels amazing.
Really?
It's pretty heavy too.
That's what she said.
To me.
Oh no!
All right.
Now this retails for about $24, whereas you get something like one of these folks here. Now for about $12.97. I'm actually going to adjust the camera for a second here. There you go. Let's get some details here, folks.
Yeah, I'd have to say, like, I could pretty much say it's like straight out of a movie. Oops, I haven't quite assembled him yet. I gotta get that tail out. The rest of the tail.
That tail.
That tail.
Wow, it is very bulky and very heavy compared to the other figures.
Yeah, and I believe now
that just snaps in there?
It just snaps in there. I hope. Snaps in there.
Here, hold the camera for a second. I'll give that a shot.
All right.
If it breaks, I want it to be my fault.
Yeah.
There you go.
Snap, crackle, pop.
All right. There's our Godzilla. And he's got, yeah, you got to get that out there too. With opening mouth. Now, geez, now I am changing my whole perception on Godzilla figures with NeCa. This seems to be the larger. It seems to be a lot larger than some of the other releases. What else did I'll say it, NECA. What else did NECA put out? They had Shin Godzilla.
Yeah. Of course, I haven't seen that one in person.
I've seen two. I've seen two of them. I've seen the open mouth one and the regular one.
Let me check how many articulation this one has. Looks like it's
Jesus Christ, that's a beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jesus, wow.
Yeah.
Do you need that many for the tail?
Gotta have that posability.
Yeah.
I wonder if, yeah.
Are the fingers articulate? I didn't see that.
A little bit. A little bit.
So if you wanted to flip someone off, could you do that with Godzilla?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right.
I need to see if he can, like, his elbows don't move very much, unless I just need to get them in the right position. But even if they don't, that's kind of fitting for this Godzilla, because he would do the clap. Mm-hmm. He was the clapping Godzilla, mm-hmm. Clap like a seal.
Yeah, yeah. They should have had my favorite character from Godzilla vs. Kong.
Taco. Taco's the best.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, okay, and here's his mouth that opens.
Let's see what that looks like. Wow.
Not bad.
Wow. Get a close-up of that. Very detailed. Very nice paint apps on that.
Yeah, like
now,
sculpt is very, like, pretty much as suit accurate as you can get.
Jesus, man. I hope, like, so far, NECA has put out 1954 Godzilla. They put out Shin Godzilla. They put out, I want to say, Millennium Godzilla. Or, no, they put out Burning Godzilla, which was... They also put out Tokyo SOS Godzilla. They put out quite a few, but for some reason, this one really sticks out. This one seems a lot bigger. This one seems like... there's something special about this one. It just seems a lot heftier than those.
They've definitely upped their game, I would say.
Does that actually stick in the mouth?
Stick in the mouth, yeah.
Does it, like...
But it doesn't... I don't think it has it doesn't have a stand.
Huh.
So you'd have to, like...
Just hold it?
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess it can kind of work if, you know, whatever he's blowing fire at is just touch.
There you go. So you have to kind of just hold it in there. I would hold this real quick. I'm going to see if there's like some way, if there's like a hole or something. Now, the plastic quality differs. Like, it seems a little more... No, that's just my hand feeling that. Yeah, there is like a little bit of a hole in there, and I think you just have to get the right shape of it to fit, to match that, and it will stay like that. I'm looking at it closely, and he's got some browns in his face. It's pretty odd. Knee articulation, foot articulation, not much thigh articulations, which I'm not sure if you actually need it with this See, it's jointed here, but I don't know if it's supposed to actually spin all the way around, and I don't want to try it out. These are flexible, very pliable. You're right about the elbows. They're a little hard to move, but I'm always wary about the Neca joints. I don't want them to break. So I may try to get put them in warm water and see what else I can do with the joints. But I'm just happy keeping it static in one pose. But this is a really, really nice Godzilla. Not my favorite Godzilla design, but it's up there. I always thought he looked a little bit silly in King Kong vs. Godzilla. What are your thoughts on this Godzilla? Where do you rank this Godzilla design?
Oh, man. Well, I have...
Face-wise, I think the face is the one that kind of gets me off.
Yeah, well, I think this is one of my favorites.
Really?
But I think a lot of people will... Like, if you have to... Overall Godzilla designs, a lot of people really like 64 Godzilla. Almost as much as the original. That's 68.
68, okay.
But, yeah, because 64 is the Mothra versus Godzilla.
Ah, yeah, that's right. I do like that.
But this one, this 62 one, is probably the most reptilian looking Godzilla. And, like, this face, if you remember the Millennium Godzillas, that's definitely where they drew influence from. So this suit is influential in that regard. But as far as me, yeah, I have a top 3 really. So I guess this one would be in like a 3.5 or a 4 in that list of my top 3. But yeah, top 3 for me would be in no particular order: 54, 84, and 01. Of course, 54 the original, 84 Return of Godzilla, and 01 is GMK, the one with the no pupil Godzilla.
Yeah.
Those are my top 3
I like that one a lot.
Because when I look at those, that's Godzilla.
So another thing I wanted to point out with this, I thought these were straight up re-releases, and I just noodled some subtle differences with this particular Godzilla and my original Bandai Godzilla that I picked up. I guess, let me see what year. 2007 on this one. Now, look at the gums here. This one has a darker tone in gums and uses more of a matte finish. This is a glossier finish with a lighter pink. Now, I actually like this a little bit more, and it also seems like the mouth is a little bit... Can you see this? Does it seem more like me, like the mouth is a little bit more closed on this one? I'm noticing that the mouth looks a lot more closed on the newer version here.
Yeah, you're
and this
right.
is a little bit more open. He also has paint apps on his knees.
Yeah.
Don't ask, right? And I think the feet are slightly different. So they did something different here. They put out the molds again. They casted them in black, but they did different things to the gums, the teeth, and the knees. They didn't put that there. Everything else looks about the same. Actually, there's just more apps on this tail here. Now, this is the dust that you see, some dust that's been gathering, but they did do a little bit more on this. I don't know if it's just slight variations, but these are the ones that you're going to find right now, 2019 in Walmart as re-releases. But I'd be interesting to see what they did with some of the other figures that I have. King Caesar, I saw him in the shelf. I don't know if there's any major differences, but this is, to me, looks a little bit better. I was going to repaint this, but I think I may just wait to get another one because I want to go with a special custom to show you all. So now I'm going to put them all together and show off all the recent Godzilla figures that we have. Now, there's a lot more I could be showing, but just to give you examples of what you can be what you could find right now. Now you can get something like this on eBay. Probably cost you about $15. You can get this about the same price, a knockoff Imperial Godzilla. And after I show you this, we're just going to compare these two. But this you could probably still find on Amazon for about $25, or just try to go to Walmart and find this for $12.97. You're going to find this guy on Target or online for maybe about $24, and this guy goes for about $20. And you can see how much bigger the new legendary Godzilla figure is, and the design differences. Now, let me pull these away for a second. Man, I really like this. I can't wait to get. I'm trying to find some sort of Kong equivalent for this. Now, was this design ever used in any other movie? I'm trying to think.
Nope.
No, just
this one.
Yeah. So let's before we go, let's compare the knockoff Imperial with the real deal Imperial. Oddly enough, the spikes on the original Imperial are kind of blotchy over here. They have a little excess plastic on them, while these are a little bit more clean cut. Now this is, I don't know what this is, like some sort of PVC. I pulled the tail out. This is what it looks like inside.
I gotta get that action.
Got a little bit of that ass action. It's somewhat pliable. It's really cold feeling. It like cools with a look. Feel this, Derek. For some reason, it's like really cold. It's the paint peels off of it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
The sort of cancer plastic that we have here, yeah, very. Now, I think this is the original Imperial size, right? They probably just
no.
It was a bit bigger, right? Like maybe...
Yeah, because I have one.
Okay.
I have a 12-inch Imperial Godzilla. That's this kind of, the
color,
the green black,
yeah,
with the silver,
silver
and the lipstick.
And the lipstick. Yeah, I love the lipstick on Godzilla. That's one of the favorite things that.
Yep.
Now, what do you know anything about the George Costanza Godzilla?
The George Costanza one?
Yeah, the George Costanza one from Seinfeld. It looks.
Okay.
It's an Imperial Godzilla design, but it's got a yellow belly, and it's always in his office.
Oh, yeah, that's probably gonna be like one of these. Oh, all right.
Like a knockoff.
Yeah, because I mean, Imperial made all sorts of different variations. I have another one that's like it doesn't have any spikes, so it doesn't have any back spikes, but it's got like a gill on his head, kind of like this, and it is really big. He was like 13 inches,
Jeez.
and he had like the same like silver chest and silver knees, but he was black and yellow instead of green. So he was like yellow like this. Like, how this green is,
yeah.
He said it would be yellow. He had a gill on his head and no spikes. Like, not any of these spikes, but like little bumps.
All right.
And that was a 13-inch Godzilla, Imperial Godzilla that I have. And, those are interesting because there are all sorts of different variations. I've seen like purple ones too, with red eyes and the very goofy faces.
Those are fun.
Those are fun.
All right, Derek, we've gone for about 18 minutes here. What are your final thoughts on the NECA King Kong versus Godzilla?
God damn. It's a really good one.
How would you rate it?
Oh, man. Let's see. I'll give it 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
4.5 out of 5 stars.
Something you would pick up?
Something I would pick up, yeah. $20 and something for something like this, and especially NECA, their quality has definitely been going up. This is probably the best. I see what you're doing there. This one is probably the best quality I've seen from a NECA figure. And people like with super articulated stuff that want to invest more in the SH Monster Arts ones, and those look really good, but they're also a lot.
Oh, head fell off.
Oh man, you like read my mind right there, because I was gonna say the SH Monster Arts line are very notorious for having all sorts of joints and everything just pop off very easily.
Yeah.
So they're very fragile.
It'll stay on. It'll stay on. I think I was just filling it too much. So, but yeah, as you can see, it does stay on. I just kind of semi-purposely popped it off because I was messing around with the head.
Yeah, so I'd have to say this is about as good a quality as a high-end SH Monster Arts, I'd have to say.
Wow.
And this is $20, whereas I believe that SH Monster Arts equivalent is closer to $100.
Yeah.
So this one's a lot more consumer friendly.
So just to give people context, like you own just about every Godzilla movie. You've seen every single Godzilla movie. How many times do you think? How many times have you seen? Which Godzilla have you seen the most times, and how many times was it?
Wow. All right. Well,
Ballpark.
Yeah. Let's see. The original.
Okay.
I've seen that one well over 50 times.
Oh,
maybe.
Jesus. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's one of those things, I absorb them.
So when you get someone like that have seen that, when you see it's why it's safe to say that that's why I would call you our resident Godzilla expert. So you would highly recommend this figure here. Okay, well, great. So my final words on this is that I'm happy I picked him up. I've seen him hanging around the shelves for a while. Now, I am a average Godzilla fan. Maybe above average Godzilla fan. I think everyone likes to say that they're a Godzilla fan. I can't name off everything as well as I can name off something from Star Wars or Transformers. But I've seen just about every single Godzilla movie there is to see, and I'd highly recommend it. Again, it's not my favorite Godzilla design, but I love King Kong versus Godzilla, and if I would buy him again. But I look forward to, actually, this is my first Neca Godzilla figure. This has pretty much made me want to buy every Neca Godzilla figure out there that's on the market out there. And I look forward to getting, the next one I'm looking forward to getting to is the 1954 poster Godzilla and the re-release of the Nintendo color Godzilla figure as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So I do want to get those, and I just like having an array of Godzilla figures in different shades and different designs, and I don't know, there's just something very cool about it. Anyway, folks, thanks for checking out this very special Godzilla episode of Show and Tell What the Hell, and we will see you later on.